Hello, this is Bad Accent Video Reviews, and today we're talking about Dead to Rights. Dead to Rights is the latest large-scale Chinese historical production dealing with the Nanjing Massacre, a subject that has inspired a number of notable works over the years, including City of Life and Death and Black Sun, the Nanking Massacre. Directed by Ao Shen, the movie has already proven a massive commercial success, surpassing $308 million at the global box office by mid-August. The narrative is inspired by true events, centering on a photographic album that documented Japanese war crimes during the occupation of Nanjing. Historically tied to the Huadong photo studio, this album would later become crucial evidence in war crime trials, ultimately contributing to the conviction of one of the massacre's key perpetrators. This real-life foundation gives the story an immediate weight, which the film attempts to translate into a gripping cinematic experience. The story begins in 1937, as Japanese forces approach Nanjing. Postal worker Su Liacheng finds himself trapped in the city after failing to evacuate, while interpreter Wang Guanghai attempts to secure survival for himself and his extended circle by collaborating with the occupiers. Through a twist of fate, Su is mistaken for a photography studio employee by Japanese military photographer Hideo Ito, and is forced into developing film that documents atrocities the army itself wants to suppress. From there, the narrative expands into an ensemble piece, as Su's path crosses with studio owner Jin Chengzong, the morally conflicted Wang, the increasingly unhinged Ito, and actress Lin Yuxiu, whose dreams of fame collapse under the weight of war. Their intertwined stories unfold in an environment where survival often demands impossible choices, and where morality becomes a luxury few can afford. What stands out most in Dead to Rights is its approach to characterization. Liu Haoran delivers a compelling performance as Su Liacheng, presenting him not as a conventional hero, but as an ordinary man repeatedly pushed into extraordinary acts of courage. His understated presence anchors the narrative, making his sacrifices feel all the more impactful. In contrast, Wang Chuanjun portrays Wang Guanghai as a deeply ambiguous figure, embodying the harsh reality of survival at any cost. His internal conflict, though at times subdued, adds a layer of complexity to the story. Daichi Harashima's Hideo Ito is another noteworthy presence, evolving from an uncertain subordinate into a more overtly villainous figure. While the performance occasionally leans toward exaggeration, it still captures the psychological transformation of someone shaped by both power and fear. Meanwhile, Gao Ye's Lin Yuxiu offers a different kind of arc, shifting from a figure of vanity to one of resilience, with a nuanced performance that reflects the gradual erosion of her illusions. Director Ao Shen balances historical authenticity with elements of melodrama and action, crafting a narrative that remains engaging even as it occasionally indulges in patriotic overtones. Importantly, there is some effort to avoid complete caricature in the depiction of the Japanese characters, which adds a degree of nuance to the otherwise stark moral landscape. Technically, the movie is particularly impressive. Cinematographer Gao Ye creates a striking visual palette that alternates between stark realism and more stylized, almost impressionistic imagery. The depiction of violence is unflinching, while the interiors, often cramped and shadowy, reinforce a persistent sense of entrapment. The large-scale sequences, featuring crowds and chaotic movement, highlight the production's ambitious scope. Editing by Zhang Yifan maintains a brisk pace, especially during the action sequences, where sharp cuts heighten tension and urgency. The sound design further enhances the experience, using both silence and explosive audio cues to underline the unpredictability of the environment. Combined with effective use of lighting and color grading, these elements contribute to an immersive audiovisual experience. At the same time, the film is not without its flaws. Certain melodramatic moments feel overstated, and the occasional patriotic exaggeration may not resonate with all viewers. However, these aspects do little to diminish the overall impact of the narrative, which succeeds in presenting both the horrors of the Nanjing Massacre and a compelling human story set against it. Ultimately, Dead to Rights manages to function both as a historical account and as a gripping cinematic spectacle. Its combination of strong performances, technical prowess, and emotionally charged storytelling explains its impressive commercial success and ensures that fans of historical epics will find much to appreciate here. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to check the links in the description below.